welcome to the Recruiter Podcast. And the young gentleman sitting across from me is well known. If you don't know him, I don't know where the heck you've been and what the heck you've been doing, but we got Mike Davenport, otherwise known as the Chevy Dude. Let's get back to Mr. Davenport. So, all right, Mike, you've worked your ass off. You've gotten it all put together. Chevrolet's approved you. They put you in whatever city and state. They hand you the keys to the building. You got your cars. You got your inventory, new and used. You got your part. Everything's set up. Where do we go from there?
It's a tough question because, there's so much going on inside of a variable ops area.
Yeah. Yep.
And sometimes it seems like we're doing more paperwork than we are selling cars, chasing inventory. But, I think the biggest thing, I actually wrote 5 things down. I think the biggest thing, it comes back to training. Training is huge. And the reason I think I'm so successful is because I mandate myself to be the professional, right? So I always say it this way when I talk about that, and it just came to my head, is if you had to have surgery tomorrow and you're getting consulted today, and the doctor says, let me do a little bit of research. I think I can get this done. I've never done one before, but I'll get it done and you'll be good to go. Would you show up tomorrow for surgery?
No.
Hell no, you wouldn't.
No.
But do you walk into that doctor and that doctor sits there and says, we need to do this, and this. The procedure does this. This is the outcome. This is the risk. Boom, boom, boom. You have confidence. And that's the biggest thing that we need to give clients is confidence that they're making the right decision. And that comes back to one thing, and that's training. And I sell more and more cars because I've trained myself, and I take it up on myself to do it. So that'd be the biggest thing. I think that's where it all starts out.
Yeah, I agree. They're scared to death. I don't care how they act. They mostly are scared to death, whether they're calling in. They've done all the research in whatever numbers we're going to throw out there. They've done all the research, they call, or they walk in, what have you. They're scared. Mm-hmm. And because they invariably think you know more than them. And sometimes it's not true. Sometimes they know far more than the salesperson, especially an untrained one.
Very, very much so.
You bet.
I learn from my customers all the time.
Right.
All the time.
Right. And that's a good thing.
Yep.
To make them feel comfortable, and, it's an overused cliche, but the transparency. I think you talked about in that pre-interview form we sent you, you said something in there about selling with ethics or ethical selling or something like that. And I think that's really important. Ethics, real ethics, emotional intelligence, the ability to have empathy, really caring about a customer is very rare, very rare. There's only a few people doing it that we see anyway. There's probably people that are not as active as some of you are on social. Allie and Frank Crinity, yourself, and those guys are selling 100 cars a month or whatever they're selling, and they're real visible. And I got to believe they have a lot of empathy. They seem like it. That they really care about their customers and so forth. But that training's so important. Let me give you just a real quick example, and I wrote this up on Facebook the other day. I didn't expect to get it the kind of attention it got, but so I have skin cancer right there, and so for the last 6 weeks, 5 days a week, I had to get radiation. So it was the last day. It was the next to last day. My last day was yesterday, so this was Tuesday afternoon. I leave there, and I'm thinking, these people, Mike, at the cancer center, unbelievable. It was like one was nicer than the other. I mean, they couldn't have been. It made me feel, I actually felt good about going there to get radiation treatments, which is, man, that's sick, but not that
you had confidence.
Complete confidence.
Yeah, because of the way they treated themselves.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So there's a real point to this story as it goes on. So in my appreciation, I thought I was going to get them a gift card to show them my appreciation because it was over-the-top service. So I was hungry, and Chick-fil-A is literally right next door. So I pull in Chick-fil-A, I order $11.68 worth of food, and I said, I want a gift certificate for $125. So I pull up to the window, and this young kid standing in the window says, boy, somebody's really lucky going to get that gift certificate or something like that. I said, well, actually, I said, I just finished some radiation treatments, and I'm going to give it to the staff there. They were awesome. And the guy says, oh, are you okay? And I said, yeah, I'm fine. It's no big deal, right? And I said, is my stuff ready yet? I was, kind of a jerk off about it, frankly. And so this girl then, these people are young, man. They're 20, 22, whatever. She goes, sir, I had to put it in two $50 cards and a $25 card. I hope that's okay with you. I said, yeah, of course, it's fine. That's great. I really appreciate it. And here's your food, and there'll be no charge for the food. I said, what? She said, yeah, I think it's really cool what you're doing, and you just came out of radiation, and we want to take care of your lunch today. And it was like, I couldn't move the car. It was like, now here we have a cancer center with an environment and a culture that is over the moon. Well-trained people. Then we have Chick-fil-A, a fast food joint. That's what it is. Got a 22-year-old girl with the ability to make a decision for $11.68 to just give it away.
Are you reading my notes?
No.
Don't read my notes.
Right? So I'm like blown away. It was like somewhat emotional. And I'm going, just God bless you. I can't believe you're doing this. She didn't check with anybody. Just